to another episode of Love and Reality Podcast. I am your host, Ricky Valero. On today's episode, I'm going to dive into episode 2 of The Snake. Players enter the week 2 of the cold-blooded competition where packs, friendships, and love interest are starting to form and already getting twisted. The competitors face a gut-wrenching challenge which becomes unbearable for some and exposes various truths amongst the group. Then, the snake has been chosen again. With the power to save or eliminate, the unexpected arrival of a new contestant changes up the game in an all new episode titled Pick Your Poison. The Snake airs Tuesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Time and is available to stream on Hulu the following day. Folks, if you haven't caught The Snake yet, you're missing out. This was a good one. I think there's a little bit to desire so far, but to be honest with you guys, I find myself really enjoying what's unfolding so far. So, episode 2 here, we have our first elimination, which was last week, which was Kaylee. And now we're starting to see some things unpack. So, we have Devontae, Jack, and Brett all on the same team. They're bringing in quote unquote clueless Catherine, as they said, to their team to have like kind of like an under the radar individual on their team. Little do they know Catherine is the puppet master of this show. But new week, new snake, mind over matter. They're going to have to drink things that is an unhappy hour, as Jim pointed out. Whoever finishes their drink first will move on to the next round, and the finals will be whoever wins. So, we had some head-to-head competitions happen. Amanda versus Derek, where they drank milkshake with liver and blood sausage, and both were eliminated. Absolutely, positively gross. This would be one of those competitions where I probably would fail. I don't know if I could do this. Actually, not even I don't know. I know. I know that I couldn't do this. Absolutely, just thinking about it. Just nope. Hard freaking pass. Let's see here. Catherine and Cody, slime squid ripe with blue cheese. Just all of it sounds nasty. Just nasty. Let's see. Okay, so both were eliminated there. She decides she's going to throw the challenge. Catherine did. Cody wins it with no questions asked here. Now, I mean, Catherine, did she really? I mean, she throw in competitions? Obviously, it's in her handy dandy notebook. But I will say this though. This is one of those competitions where it's easy to throw because I'm like, no thanks. We had vinegar, lime juice, and fish eyeballs. McLean beat Jordan here without any hesitation. This was quite an impressive performance by her. This was quite an impressive episode for McLean, in my opinion. Jacob the Passer versus OnlyFans creator Alyssa, a match made in heaven, I think. She said losers are not cute, and then throws up and quits moments later. Hilarious 1-2 punch here. Mina versus Jack. He knocked it out of the ballpark. Brian versus Frank. Frank won. Brett versus Devontae. Brent spit his everywhere. So we had a competition, and this included one of the most crazy moments in like reality TV history here. But Devontae, Frank, Jack, Jacob, McLean, and Cody, they must clean their plate, and whoever finished first wins, becomes the snake. They're fermented eggs from a long time ago. They just looking at them, I want to, like, thinking about it again, watching it was like I wanted to vomit. Cody was out fast. Jack and Jacob for the finals. Jack won. Now, this is where things get a little bit interesting, okay? Jack calls out, our pastor here, calls out Jack for possibly spitting in his bucket. So, as a result, they stopped production to review what happened. Like, this was incredible. Like, it was absolutely incredible. So, instead of, they basically confirmed it wasn't Jacob who spit the bucket. However, they weren't 100% sure what happened. Jack had to give up the snake medallion, and they made him do the competition all over again. Crazy, right? I just didn't, like, this was the confusing thing, was if they proved that it wasn't him that spit in the bucket, then what? I don't know. However, they made him do it again. Jake ate them all again. No questions asked. Wins the medallion after all. We'll get a special delivery. It's a new crate with a new member of the cast. Her name is Christine, the newest player, elementary school teacher, and Cody. My homeboy Cody was down bad rather fast for um, Christine. It was insane. He's loving some Christine. Like he was just all over her. Like why don't I? So it's pretty crazy. All right, the snake will now have their own room where they can muck it up and talk things over. McLean loves some Jack, but he ain't vibing in return, which was quite interesting. All right. So we find out before the vote begins that Christine is safe from elimination. And of course, that changes the game for everybody because everybody was like, oh, we're just going to get rid of the new person here. Um, and yeah, I, you know, kind of surprised here. All right. So Jack picks Brett. And then Brett picks Devontae. Devontae picked Catherine. Catherine picked Brian. Brian picked Jordan. Jordan picked Alyssa. Alyssa picks Frank. Frank picks Cody. Cody picked Derek. Derek picked Jacob, which absolutely, positively screwed everyone over. The game plan here from Jack was to, and I quote, get rid of the pastor after the screw over at the competition. Now, once Christine was not going to be eliminated, that was the plan. Eliminate the pastor. We don't like what he did. We don't like the way that he did the competition. We don't believe that, hey, he's a pastor. We get it. But the way he's playing right now is kind of screwing us all up. So because of that, we need to ensure that moving forward, we're going to have the opportunity to make sure that he's gone. However, Derek screwed everybody over. McLean's not very happy because she saw the potential writing on the wall here, and Jacob saved. So that leaves the door open for him to remain in the house and fight back against the people that were going to eliminate him. That left us with Jake up picking Amanda, which saving the lawyer here. The pastor saving the lawyer. I mean, coincidence there. That being said, this left McLean and Mina as the final two. I'm kind of shocked here. I don't know who exactly I thought would Amanda would pick here. We had Mina, who kind of came out the gate strong and has been kind of flying on the radar, has some like connections, didn't have some connections, was kind of expecting to be picked. McLean was kind of expecting being picked by Jack. So you had two people that maybe thought they were a little bit more tight knit than they really were with their team. I mean, at the end of the day. But our second person eliminated from the competition was Mina. Bye. Put a little X. Bye, Mina. Whew. Second person eliminated. Mina and Kaylee are both gone from the competition. Definitely interesting to see her go. I'm not really surprised. I mean, a lot of people, everybody thought she would be gone in the first episode after the stunts that she pulled in the first episode. So this doesn't really surprise me to see her go in the second. I think Christine was definitely going to be the target on their back, but this does open the door for more things. What's going to happen moving forward now that they didn't get Jacob out of the house? Does the Derek really piss in the Cheerios of Jack, Brett, Devontae trio going on? What does Catherine do with her newfound team that she has here? But she also has like little mini alliances sprinkled through everything. Right now, I'm going to share with you my top three heading into top three on the snake after episode 2. Catherine is still my number one here. She is going to continue to be the puppet master. And I think if people don't start to realize that she is doing what she's doing, I'm pretty sure she's going to walk over, or she's going to run away from this competition. Second place, I have Devontae here. I think that he's playing the perfect game with his trio of buddies, while at the same time, I think he's a good competitor as well. And to be honest with you, he's of the three, Jack and Brett. He's the one that kind of stands out to me, even though Brett's kind of right there with me as well. I think all three of them have the opportunity to be in the top three, but of those three, I'm picking Devontae this week. And then coming in number 3, I have McLean. Obviously, she is somebody that was on the fence of being eliminated here. But now that she has survived, I think she is a competitor and I think she's somebody to look out for. So Top three: Catherine, Devontae, and McLean. What do you guys think of the snake on Fox? Let me know in the comments below. And as a reminder, whoever's eliminated each and every week, I will be interviewing right here on the Love and Reality podcast. You can catch those interviews Wednesday mornings, typically 5 a.m. Central Time is when they will release. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll be back next week to break down more of the snake.